Okay, welcome everyone. We're back again. Numbers create reality. You know how we do. This is our second video. We were trying to do a live stream. We're going to be transparent, but for some reason we got to wait 24 hours. Being that we do work, we do have other things we do in our life besides doing the podcast. We were probably going to have to wait till next week for that one. But in the meantime, we wanted to do a video. So, we got the crew here. Myself, aka Vortex Ninja, Brother Raj.
We got Rashawn, aka Bear Mode Wi-Fi, and I'm trying to think. I don't got any other names. It's just those two, or Cavs Hat, whatever. I got so many usernames.
So many, yeah. What they call it, handles? Or
yeah, so
handles?
many handles.
Look, I'm all old and I'm talking like that, but anyway.
I know, right? And it's me, Cindy, or C Hood, 92.
All right, 92 with that 11 rocking. Anyway, so we just want to thank you guys for tuning in again. We just ask that that tonight will be exciting. It should be something a little different. We kind of touched base on certain things last time, but tonight we're going to kind of go in a little bit, just give you a little taste of what's coming in the future and what we're going to be doing more for the channel and for you guys. So we're going to start off tonight with as you see on the screen, we got our boy Nikola Tesla. Am I saying that correctly?
Yeah, Nikola Tesla. Yeah.
Tesla. Okay, so he's sitting on the screen there, chilling, laid back. He got his little jacket on. Got a little, I don't know, kind of pea coat. He dressed up there, but he's sitting with the 369. The secret. Oh man, I can't even talk right. Let me get it together. The secret code of the universe. So we want to.
Yeah, we're going to explain the significance of that 369 and why it's the secret of the secret code of the universe.
Yeah, so that's something that I have to think about it, because every time I think about that number, I know so many things come to my mind when I think about the 369. It's just like it's so much information that we gotta take it down, scale it down, and just give y'all a little bits by bit. Little sample things right now. You know what I mean? So we don't want to give you too much. We don't want to give y'all too much. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just like you don't give a baby steak. So we gotta give y'all baby food. We got spoon feed y'all.
Yeah, and we don't. I mean, if I had a baby, I'm older now, but since I'm a vegan, I wouldn't give them steak anyway. I would give them some plant-based type.
We'll give them chickpeas.
Yeah,
my babies eat steak.
Okay. So yeah, Cindy's babies eat steak. My granddaughters are unfortunately eating steak right now, but it's all good. That's a different topic, different show. But no, so we're gonna hit with the 369. As you can see, it's one of the things that Tesla really did a lot of things centered around that. So what we're gonna do, we're not trying to put Cindy on the spot, but we just want to show you this is how real we keep it. Now, Cindy, do you know a little bit about Tesla? Have you heard of him in the past, or?
No, when y'all first said it, I thought y'all were talking about the car.
But nah, see, that's deep though. That's deep.
Yeah,
that's deep because Tesla, a lot of the things, the technology. I'm not saying it's directly connected with Nikola Tesla, because it is a difference between them two, but the innovativeness that Nikola Tesla had back in his day is kind of like how what's his name? I can't even think his name right now. Of Tesla, the owner.
Oh, Elon Musk.
Yeah, it's just, sorry about that, guys, but yeah, it's the same innovativeness he has is the way Nikola Tesla was. Even though Nikola Tesla is he's not even close. He's beyond. Yeah. Elon don't have nothing on him. But it's still it's connected. You know what I mean, with that. So so that's okay. So Cindy knows that. Now the thing is, we like I said, we're gonna go in a little bit. We don't want to bore people. We want to keep things exciting. Basically, Nikola Tesla, what he's not known for is he was trying to provide us with free energy, where we didn't have to pay for electric. He did experiments where electricity was flowing through the ground. He was showing that it was through the air, electricity was flowing through the air, and he had set up coils, the Tesla coil. And this is top of my head, I'm just going off, but there's a lot of things he did. That the X-ray, he had something to do with the X-ray. It's a lot of things for the 1800s and early 1900s. That was pretty
groundbreaking. Definitely ahead of our time. Things that he invented and he was able to accomplish. But
yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say he was definitely tapped in something higher than himself, and that's really a lot to what we're going to talk about. Is the 369 is the key to the universe, but also talk about the things that's pushing a lot of the I'm trying to explain it. That's a driving force behind a lot of these people's ideas and different things they come up with.
Okay, and that is true. So now us, where numbers create reality. We don't want to stay too much on his personal life, even though his personal life does have some things in it that we want to speak upon, because what we get excited over is how the numbers relate to us. Like I said, every show we want you to learn something, walk away from it, and apply it to your life, and say, "Man, I never knew that," and just see like specific things. All right, now the one thing I do want to kind of touch upon is that everything in our universe is created by a vibration. Even if you believe in the Bible, which I'm not saying I don't believe in the Bible, but what I'm saying is I believe, things beyond the Bible. But in the beginning, and I'm put Cindy in here too to be more interactive. Cindy, how did God create the universe according to the Bible?
By word.
By his word. So now the thing is, he created it by his word. So words are a vibration. Like basically, our words are created inside of our throat, like mechanism inside of our throat, to the point where it's not really, it has vibrations that come out. I'm not getting all technical with all that. We could look it up. But basically, if God created the universe with words, that means it was a sound, it was vibrations. Well, every sound and vibrations has a frequency, which is connected to a number. So that's why when we say numbers create reality, even God used numbers or vibrations or sound. So everything gives off a vibration or a sound. If you look at the periodic table, which is the elements that create up our Earth or our universe, the periodic table, it has certain numbers attached to it, and these numbers are basically associated with the elements. So that's a vibration. Like gold gives off a vibration, iron. We need these things for our body. Now Cindy right now is doing what, a 40? Is it a 40 day?
40-day turn up fast, yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and explain that a little bit, Cindy. Let the people know what you're doing. You know what I mean? Besides, besides the numbers.
Yep.
It's just a really clean eating. That's it. And fast once a week, water fast.
Okay. So fast once a week, water fast, clean eating, which is good. It cleanses our body. Now, what kind of foods are you consuming, like when you do eat? Like, 'cause you said clean eating, but...
Yeah, lean meats, 93% fat, I think, or the other way around. I don't know. But, and
that's all good. You go on top of your head.
Green vegetables.
Okay, so you got the green vegetables.
And fruit, but not like the sugary ones, not like pineapples and stuff like that.
Okay, so now what Cindy just described is like her diet for what she's eating now. And even if we wanted to look that up, we could look up and see like the nutritional value of the foods. But as we know, the food even gives off a vibration. So this is why they say like things that are grown in the sun, the energy from the sun is associated with, you know, the foods we eat, and these things are associated with numbers. Even our scale, as far as, I'm all over the map, but I'm just trying to give a broad spectrum of how everything connects. Even foods that we eat, like far as if they're acidic or if they're non-acidic, what do they call that? You got acidic foods and you got foods that are
I don't even know, to be honest.
yeah, it's a different
I mean, but non-acidic is just as good as the other word.
yeah, it's alkaline. There we go, alkaline.
Okay.
So you got acidic food, you got alkaline, you got neutral. But if you look that up, if you type that in, you'll see a scale that'll show the
What is it
different.
called?
If you just type alkaline or acidic food table, or
Isn't that the water you used to drink?
yeah, there you go. See, the water, and our body has to have a balance. We can't have too much of either or. We can't have too much acidicness, and we can't have too much alkaline. We got to have a balance. But it should be a table.
Table?
Yeah, that shows like the numbers. I think there it is right there, the chart right there.
This one?
Yeah, alkaline. It should give like numbers and what's. Yeah, it's not giving the numbers. It's just giving. Oh, there we go. See, there we go.
It?
Yeah, but see, that shows pretty much like what. And right now, Cindy, because Cindy can't see what we're looking at on the screen, but
I know. Which we get share.
I'm trying to type it in though.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
It's not loading up.
Oh yeah, it's not loading. For some reason, that chart is not loading.
Trying to get a different view. Man, the whole internet is messing up.
Yeah, it's kind of.
What's going on?
I think it's so much energy that we're producing right now. We're like affecting the internet.
They know we about to hit them with that knowledge.
Yeah, we hit them with knowledge. But anyway, on that chart, it shows different numbers, and even them, if you look up the numbers, you can see the connection between the foods that we're eating. So this is what I'm trying to say. Like, it's funny because you see the balance of that scale.
Oh wait, hold up. What it was again?
Yeah, yeah, alkaline chart. If you see if you see the balance of that scale, I believe the number was a number 7, and according to the numerology, the number 7 is like a spiritual. It's like 7 is a powerful number in numerology, but it's so funny how even in the scale for the alkaline, the 7 is the middle number. It's like the balance.
It does not want us looking at that image.
Yeah, it doesn't want to look at that. For some
yeah,
reason.
7.4, 6.4.
Them zones are the optimal. So, but that's just a small example of even down to our foods. So Cindy's doing the clean diet, the water, the H2O. All these things have certain numbers and vibrations off of them. Yeah, I did see him type that in there. Cindy, he's typing in meat in the gematria calculator. So he's giving a number off of that, yeah.
Put his back on there.
Yeah, but anyway, but no, so that's pretty much what we wanted to talk about. Just there is another chart right there. I don't know if that would load up. That's a perfect one.
Yeah, let's see.
See if this loads up. Oh, there we go. That's a good one.
Oh, there we go.
There we go. So now we're looking at the water and food pH color chart. And it's funny how the colors are related to the chart as well. Every color gives off numbers.
It's like the chakras.
It's like the chakra. There you go. You got the chakras. So you see the most acidic is 3, and that's red. But between 6 and 7 is where the balance is at. And we know the number 6 in numerology is related to love, family, and structure. So that's kind of ironic that the 6 is the green, and that's in the middle of the balance.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So then you got 10, which is, alkaline, which is good, but too much alkaline or too much of that can be bad as well. You got, like I said, you got to try to have a balance. So, but that's as far as that number with the eating. So it's just, like I said, the numbers definitely relate to everything in our life. And that's what, like I said, that's what we're here for, is trying to show you the balance in that. So, and like I said, every time you come here, we want you to learn something. So that's something if you didn't know. But I'm looking at this chart, and yeah, the number 6 is something amazing with that. I wish, we should have pulled up our chart with the numbers, what they mean.
Oh yeah, I have that.
You got that?
Well,
okay, that's cool.
Well, I don't know, cause yeah, I mean, I can find a better one. I don't know if you want to rock with that one.
Yeah, I mean, that's good. Yeah, I want one a little more detail with the Now, on the last time, did I? Well, y'all can tell me. Did I explain the numbers for man and woman?
No.
Okay. All right. According to numerology, number 1 is related to the man, and then and we're not trying to say men are number 1. We don't want none of that kind of smoke right now with people writing things in the comments. But it's according to the numbers. 1 is related to the man. 2 is related to the female, the woman, the feminine energy. And if you add that up, and 3 is related to children. It's related to creativity. That's even right there. We're looking at the chart and it says creative child. It's 3. And now just to give women a little pat on the back. It says 2 is all knowing. So in the Bible, women are considered wisdom. So it's kind of funny in numerology.
And they say the Holy Spirit is they say that's a woman.
Yeah, they say the Holy Spirit is a female. So it's funny because it's 2, and then 1 it says primal force, meaning the first force, and the man is more or less looked at as the muscle. He's the strength. He's the lifting things. He does the heavy work. The woman is the head, and she's like got the mind, the wisdom. And then 3 is a child. Now, what happens when you add 1 plus 2 plus 3? What's the number that we come up with?
6.
6. Now, you know what's so funny about that? 6 in numerology is family, and it equals family and love, and it's structure. So if you add a man, you add a woman, you have a child, you have a family. So even in numerology, the numbers add up to family, even based on what they're based on in numerology. So you got the 1 plus the 2 plus the 3, you got 6, and that's a family. So that's just a small example of why these numbers are so, I'm so fascinated by it. And it's just every day I learn something, each day. So that's something, if you didn't know, you learned something today. You learned something, even that. So when you see I
definitely learned that today.
Yeah, see, and that's what we're trying to do. We want to learn something each day, and it's just something you can apply to your life. So when you see that number 6, you oh, that's family, that's structure, and it's one more example I was going to share, but I'm going to save that for our other video. It's another number, but I'll save that one. But anything you want to add? I don't want to be the only one talking. You know what I mean? It seems like I'm the only one talking.
I keep forgetting we're doing a live format. I'm trying to think man, we're doing a video about a certain topic, but no. Yeah, I just want to. Yeah, the only thing I want to add is just like I said, these numbers have energy behind it. So even like I said, every day of the week has a energy behind it because there's a number attached to it. So like I'm gonna pull it up right here. So today's February 3rd, 2024. You got the 13. It comes out to a 13 when you add all the numbers together. But when you add that 1 and 3, it's a 4. So we all know 4. Well, those of you that don't know, 4 is considered the working number. a lot of people that have the number 4 associated with them are hard workers. So that's the type of energy that's flowing today. But then you have also the universal number and that energy attached to that. So today's a 4-day, but then this year is an 8-year because you added, it's 2024, you added 2 4s, it's 4 plus the 4 is 8. So you got the work energy today plus the universal number is 8. And 8, for those who don't know, 8 is karma. It's not wisdom, prosperity, abundance, wealth. So you got that energy covering the whole year. So every day you have to look at these numbers and say, okay, what's today's energy bringing? What is the energy that's flowing today? Plus you have your own personal life path number you also have to consider too. So that's why I said these numbers create your reality, because every day you're dealing with these numbers.
Come on now.
And you have a birthday, that's another thing. That's why I said in the last video, numbers deal with everything. And not like we're sitting here worshiping numbers, you gotta be fearful. It's just something that the creator gave us, basically like a guide, like a thing we can go by to help us walk this path of life. And a lot of things we deal with, it deals with the numbers and the energy behind it. For example, say you're life path 9, like I'm going to use myself for example. Life path 9, there's a lot of good things that come with a 9. So we're humanitarians, or whatever. How you say that?
Yeah, you said it right.
Humanitarians. Yeah.
We could look it up if you want,
but yeah, humanitarians. We could influence a lot of people. We're very influential. We have we pour out a lot. We like to put people first. We're all about the people, and that's just a little examples. But also we have a lot of weaknesses as well. So the saying is opposites attract. Attract. So you have a lot of positives with every number that's associated with you, but don't think for a second you're not attracting that opposite. So basically what the hardships you deal with every day, the different things that life throws at you, those are the opposites you're attracting. So that's why you got to learn your life path, learn these numbers, so you know how to not counter it, but you know what to look for. So you can, when you see those things coming, you don't flow with it. You don't give that thing more energy than what it needs, because like Joe Dispenza said, a famous, well-known, basically like a life coach / influential speaker. He said, where attention goes, energy flows. So whatever you're giving attention to, you're basically giving that thing life, and you're giving it energy. So that's what the weakness is. That's why you got to be mindful of the weaknesses that come with your life path, come with these energies. So that way you don't give attention to it and don't give it life, don't give it energy, so it messes up, overtakes your day or just whatever you're dealing with. So that's one of the examples why we're so focused on these numbers, and why the creator made everything with numbers, so we can it's just like our guide to get through life. And you just hitting it.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, that was good. I mean, and that sums it up. I mean, that's pretty much what we want. I just wanted to play this. Just play the word. You did have it right.
Humanitarian.
Yeah, humanitarian.
Yeah, there you go. So you had it right.
And,
but you definitely hit it. I mean,
yeah, and that's the thing too, is I know I'm going deep, but that's the thing too about just life in general. Is basically, everyone always says that we're in a simulation, whatever, but this is really just when you go through life, all you're doing is just learning. I mean, that's the thing. You're learning. You're trying to grow. You're trying to evolve. So when you build any type of program, for example, like with computers or electronics, you got to put a code.
Come on now.
So when you put a code, when you build a program, you have a code behind it. But what those codes are made of, numbers. So the same way that we build these codes for the computer, how we're talking and the applications we're using with technology, that's the same way the creator created this realm and everything around it. Is like I said, it's just, we're just basically mimicking everything the creator did with us. But they're trying to, but if you tell that to somebody off the street, they're just gonna look at you crazy because they think this is just everything, the end all be all, but don't know that this is just a training ground to get you ready for that, for the unseen realm.
Come on now.
And that's why there's numbers that you gotta pay attention to, the energy behind the numbers. You gotta pay attention to the astrology too, the stars, the planets. There's a lot of things we have to pay attention. There's that's why we have these things. There's no coincidence why we have a sun, a moon, different things that we have here in this realm. We have to learn from it. We have to pay attention to it. But nowadays they're trying to make they're trying to do everything they can to blind you and get you distracted off of it. And if you tell somebody, oh yeah, I believe in astrology, I believe in the zodiacs, I believe in the stars and alignments and all that stuff, they're gonna look at you crazy. But that's how the creator wants it. He wants you to learn, so that way when you go to that next realm, to the unseen, you'll be ready.
Yeah, that, I mean,
but we're gonna go deeper in that.
No,
in other videos and stuff. But that just, like I said.
And the only thing I can add to that, I mean, it's nothing really to add to that. Let me just say it that way. There's nothing really to add to that because everything he just said is perfectly. I mean, it was fluid, how he just flowed with that, and it was filled in all the gaps of any kind of gaps that somebody may have, as far as of wondering what does the numbers mean to me, like why is it important that I know these things. And he just said it. The reason why it's important is because if you're going through your life and, okay, let me just say it this way. The creator, however you believe in God, God cannot physically come down here on this planet and walk with us. He would destroy us because he's so pure and so powerful. So how can he communicate with you? He does it through signs and wonders. He does it through people. So numbers to me are little signs that I see. When I see a number repeating itself over and over, like every day I see 33, like at least 10 times a day, at least. And I don't go looking on my phone and let me see 33. I just look at the phone, and a lot of times it's 8:33, it's 10:33, it's 9:33. I see it in different things. I look at the clock, it's 3:03. But every time I see 3:03:33, or I see 2:22 or 1:11, all these are just little signs, and they call them angel numbers, but I call them just the creator just sending me a message saying, hey, look, I got you. I'm watching you. You know,
you're on the right path.
You're on the right path.
You need to do this. You're not on the right path. You need to scale back, or you need to pay attention, or you're distracted, whatever. And that's how you would know, by these numbers.
And that's how you know. And this is the thing. Now, like Rashawn had said earlier, he said about today, what today is. When you know a certain day is a certain number, then you know how to move within that day. To be honest, my favorite day to work is on a 9 day, because that's a lot of energy. The force behind a 9 day, I don't even have to do that much effort. I just get energy out of nowhere. So this is what, like, when you know these numbers, you know what days to move. And that's not saying you can't work on any other day. It just, you know
what energy's flowing with that day.
Yeah, it's like going with the river. Like if you know a river is going downstream and you're trying to go upstream, you know you got to put a little work in. But if you're going down the stream with the water, you don't have to paddle that one. You just sit back and the stream's just going to take you. So that's how I look at these numbers, and I use them as guides through my day. And that's what we do. And one thing I wanted to add to what Sean has said earlier with the number 8, to give you a small example, 28 is wisdom of money, of finances. So if you see 28, remember I said about the Rolex, it's 28. So now I'm going to break it down a little deeper. 2 is the number of wisdom, right? So if 2 is wisdom, you add wisdom to 8, which is money, what is that saying? It's saying you're going to have wisdom with money. So this is why 28 is like, it's more or less financial, it's wealth. Because anybody that's smart and has wisdom and you put them with money, they're going to produce wealth. So that's why people, if they just want to keep putting 8 and say, oh, I'm going to do 8 year, we're going to make money. No, you got to have wisdom. So this is what this channel, another thing this channel is geared for and geared to, and it's going to sound strange. This channel was kind of geared, it was developed to add light and wisdom to women, because women, you are going to turn this world around. The days that we're living in now, we need you as women to have that wisdom to turn things around. So no more of this, oh, women sitting behind and going behind and man in the front. No, it's time for the women to be in front and the man to have her back, because we need wisdom. We have to have
our voices. We have to have our voices.
There you go. And that's,
and go ahead. Real quick, this is why we're in the day and age of the women. Is not trying to say we like obsessing over them or trying to think,
or we're simping. We're not being simps. No, I'm buying that up.
Or
we're
anything not like that. But we are in the day and age of the women. We need the women to rise up so we can bring balance into the world. The world had it backwards and messed up when they said, oh, the man's the head, man's this, man's that, man's number one, whatever. If you look at
it's funny because when you guys, before you guys even told me about it's a woman year, I already felt that it was, because I just felt like it was time to change as a woman. And I was already speaking to other people like, yeah, as a woman, you should, change and be who you want to be and not who your spouse or anybody else sees you as.
That's powerful.
Yeah.
That's powerful.
And that's exactly, she said it 100%, everything 100% correct. And, ever since 2000, we've been in the age of the women. Because two represents feminine energy.
Come on now.
So ever since 2000, and if you notice, ever since 2000, women, not saying they got crazy, but they've been more bold, outspoken. You look at recently the women, like I said, in the rap game, they taking over. They're producing more than the men. So it's not a coincidence why the women's taking over, because like I said, since the 2000s, since that feminine energy went from man energy to feminine energy,
we got a female vice president.
Yeah.
And what's the chance of that happening?
Well, wait, no, not two. I'm thinking of Michelle. She's not the vice president, but yeah, but you noticed that these women been in power. We got a female vice president, and we had a female running for president. Yep.
At one point, and everybody wanted Michelle to run. So all this female energy, where is it coming from?
And it's in the Bible. It said in Revelation that there would be a woman on. I don't got the correct scripture off the top of my head. I'm just gonna look it up. Yeah, but you keep talking while I'm looking it up.
No, but that, I know. I think I know where he's going with that woman in the last days. It's kind of negative. It's gonna be a negative, I think. Is that what you're going to?
Yeah, but I'm just saying how.
But it's still.
But they even put it in the Bible about the women. They know about, like I said, the women.
But see, this is what I said. This is why I said I believe certain things of the Bible, but I believe some of the scriptures are twisted, because it's anyway. That's another day, another topic. But it's just it's in the Bible for the last days.
The dragon, see.
And where is this at?
Revelation 12. At the 1-2 energy rocking.
Okay, yeah, 1, 2, 3. What's that? Creativeness.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Come on, let's go.
But like I said, they even put it in the Bible as well. But like I was gonna say, I just realized right here. 8 and the 9. 1260 days.
Okay, well they can see it, but let's hit them with it real quick. This scripture,
I can't see.
Yeah, because Cindy can't see it. It's Revelation. We're looking at Revelation 12.
I think 12:6, because it goes to 7 right there. So
yeah.
Oh no, wait, that's 5. Oh no, it's 12:4.
12:1. Yeah,
12:1. 12:1. Yeah.
Yeah, 12:1.
Like I said, it says a great sign appeared in heaven, a woman clothed with the sun and the moon, which sun represents. It's sitting right there.
Yeah.
The sun represents masculine energy.
Mm-hmm.
The moon represents feminine energy.
Come on now, we preaching now. Now you
So
preaching.
with the moon under her feet and a crown of 12 stars on her head, she was pregnant and cried out in pain as she was about to give birth. Then another sign appeared in heaven, an enormous red dragon with 7 heads, and we're gonna get in on 7 too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
7 heads and 10 horns. Now, right there. See, we're gonna break this whole thing down real quick. It says 7 heads and 10 horns. Now, if you really think about it, 10 is not a real number because 0 is not a number. So
Come on now.
take
You're
off the
hitting with a
0.
lot
It's
now.
just
You're hitting with
a
dropping.
placeholder. So take off the 0, leave the 1. The 7 heads plus the 1, basically the 1 horn, that's 8. We all know what's 8 about.
Mm-hmm.
Karma, power, abundance, wealth. This we all know that. So
Yep.
and 7 crowns on his head. His tail swept a third of the stars out of the sky and flung them to the earth. The dragon stood in front of the woman who was about to give birth, so that it might devour her child the moment he was born. She gave birth to a son, a male child, who will rule all the nations with an iron scepter. And her child was snatched up to God and to his throne. The woman fled into the wilderness, to a place prepared for her by God, where she might be taken care of for 1,260 days. Now, that's not a coincidence why they put 1,260 days, because
Come on now, break it down.
2 plus 6 is 8, and 1 plus the 1 is 9. So they know about. That's why I said we had Tesla in the beginning. The 369 is the key to the universe. 369, basically, 3, 6, and the 9 is in everything. All the sequences, all the formulas, all the things that make up a lot of the things we see in this reality. When you boil it down, it all equals 9. So when you break down 9, you could get to 6, and then you get from 6 to 3. So there's no coincidence why they put that 1,260 days in there. They know this. They know that sequence, the 369. They know how powerful it is.
Come on now.
But like I was saying, so I brought that scripture up just to point it back to the fact, like, when we got into the 2000s, the women took over. But before that, we was in the 1900s, the 1800s.
That one energy.
But every year we was in, century before the 2000 had the 1. But we know 1 is masculine energy, and that's why during those times we had a lot of male figures leading things, taking charge of things. So yeah, so it just boils down to what I was gonna say. Oh, about the women. How's the age of the women? Yeah, because ever since the beginning of the Bible, Genesis, with the Adam and Eve story, I believe personally, and just this is my theory, I believe they've been trying to basically destroy the women since the beginning.
Come on now.
I mean, if you look at it, she was the first one that got distracted. And they've been doing that ever since. But they know when the women get consciously on the same level as a man, then the world is in perfect harmony. That's the reason why they got to take one. If they're not going to get the man distracted, they got to get the woman distracted. So ever since then, we've been just degrading, tearing down the woman. And that's really why the world is in the state it's in now. That got nothing to do with, like I said, the devil, and it's just because we've been been unbalanced.
Come on now.
We've been unbalanced. So when things are unbalanced, I mean, of course it ain't gonna work. So that's why we gotta get the women back on track, and the men too, because we need to get back on track. But mainly the women, because like I said, we've been tearing them down ever since the beginning. And
yeah,
now
we never knew our place.
Yeah, yep.
Come on now.
Y'all been we confused them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
we felt like we had to be quiet, like we had to just stand in the back or just let you guys run, the world.
No, and you're right. And that's why it's funny, because before I knew this, before like the revelation that Rashawn said he got, I feel the same way. But before I came to that conclusion, I was preached to, and this was shoved down my throat, basically. Pause on that. But it was just constantly just drilled in my head about oh, women, man are the man, and you run things, and you're the leader. She's the, you're the head, this and that. But the thing was, I love the book of Genesis, not just because my granddaughter named Genesis, but I love that book. And I something about that book. And then this revelation came to us not too long ago, like, last year, I believe. Well, actually this year with this revelation. But about how maybe this book was switched. Maybe the man was the one that was created second. And created second. Maybe he was the one, that caused us to fall.
Yeah.
And
real quick.
Okay, go ahead.
No, I want you to save your train of thought. But real quick, if you look at the process of a child being brought into this world, who did they come from? Is it a man or a woman?
Come on now.
So if the creator got it that way right now, why would he change it back then?
Has revelation.
Which one are they actually coming from? The man or the woman?
I believe
because
that
y'all say the man because they've been in there for a while, but
that's what I'm saying.
I think they're coming from the woman.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He ain't going to switch it. The creator, like I said, I believe once he creates something, he don't change it. He don't like go there, like basically hit delete.
Yeah,
he would just maybe
the process. Go on,
modify a few things, but I don't think he's going to change the whole process at all. So I believe women were here first. Men came second. But if you look at that scripture, it said when the God said, "We'll make man in the likeness and image of us." I believe we were made out of jealousy because there was so much. The women were here first. We were made out of jealousy, and I believe they used Adam to distract Eve to bring that down because they were jealous. They wanted us to be the first ones here, and that's what I gotta say about that.
No, and to show and to back that up, go ahead. You was gonna say something, Simon?
I was just gonna say maybe that's why the men have so much ego.
See,
no, that's true. I believe that.
And and what's so funny about that? I believe, like he said, the one thing about the Bible that I do believe in, and I didn't know that we just letting this is the top of the head right now. The one thing about the Bible I believe in the most is of Jesus or Yeshua. And the thing is, because he brought the balance back. And the one thing, if you notice, Yeshua always did, he always protected the women. If you look at his stories, he talked to the woman at the well. If you look at his story, he had the woman washing his feet, but not out of the way of people take that out of context. But no, I look at it like he always had the women around him because he was honoring them. He respected them. He was trying to get the men to look, hey, stop putting the women down. You know what I mean? And the so-called woman that was caught in adultery, which it takes two, but they only pulled her out. What did Yeshua say? What did Jesus say? He said, hey, okay, y'all want to stone her to death. Whoever hasn't sinned, cast the first stone. Yeah. So he protected her. You know what I'm saying? So he constantly was protecting the women. But the thing is, what Rashawn just said was deep. How did the way the story goes, how did Jesus get on this planet? How did he come on this planet? He came through a woman without a so-called man having anything to do with him coming through this earth.
So that could be exactly the same process how we first came here. Now. They were in the creator realm. They don't need to have the natural birth process here on this earthly realm. So I wouldn't be shocked, surprised. It wouldn't do anything to me if how Adam came was like the exact same thing, not needing a man, just being placed in the woman.
Come on now. And that's how deep this thing goes. But this is powerful, and this is why I feel that it's been such a fight between men and women, such a divide between men and women, because they know if a man and a woman are walking in harmony, and the woman sees her place, the man sees her place,
they're unstoppable.
It's unstoppable. It's not like women trying to be men and men trying to be women. No, it's like, yo, you be you, but we're going to protect you. We're going to let you handle things, and that's how, this is what this channel is all about. It's not about male bashing and female bashing. It's about unity, but it's about promoting and having a safe space for women to come and know that, okay, you got two men here that are seeing things from a whole different perspective. And as we as men rise up and start protecting the women, things are going to turn around. Our children are going to turn around. Family's going to turn around. And that's what this world needs right now. I mean, this is powerful. I did not expect us to hit like this, but this thing is hitting.
Yeah.
But this is definitely hitting.
But yeah, and it all comes back to, like I said, the numbers, the energy, vibrations that are associated with this realm.
And this is what I want to say too. I mean, this thing is rolling. If y'all tired, look at this again. Look at like, watch this now. Just watch it the first time. Don't take notes on it first time. Let's listen to it. Let it resonate. Then go back and listen to this again, because this is the creator flowing here. This is the great spirit flowing. The thing is that the reason these revelations and our knowledge is increasing. You heard Cindy saying the first video. She said, I seen a difference in the spirituality from last time. She knows me. She seen me in the pulpit. She seen me preach before. I never came the way I'm coming now. And it's not like I'm yelling and screaming and running around and no. It's just a difference in my spirit. But you know what's bringing this about? And I don't want people to take this the wrong way, but it's the energy from the numbers, not just the numbers itself, but the vibrations, the frequencies, things that when I was a so-called Christian, I couldn't touch upon. They were so-called evil. Or, you can't get into that. No, ever since I've been getting into this, my knowledge is increasing. My spirit is I'm getting more love. I'm having more understanding. I'm getting more bold. Look at Cindy. Cindy's on here talking on YouTube, which if somebody would ask her, oh yeah, next year you're going to be on YouTube doing a video, she probably wouldn't even believe it. I wouldn't have believed it. I would be here. But look at us now. But how did this come about? It came about through the creator using things that we take for granted, that we see every single day. And that's the numbers that are associated with our life, from our birthday to our phone numbers to social security numbers to every number that we own, our house. I mean, if you want a delivery from package from Amazon, you better have your house address correct.
Yeah, and not for nothing. Yeah. Not for nothing, when people consider you a good, healthy person, what do they look at? Your numbers.
Come on now. Now you're preaching now. Now you're preaching now. Go ahead.
Number of your sodium level, these levels, all this.
Come on now.
It's about numbers. They're not. Yeah. They rule. Not rule everything, but they play a big part to everything.
Come on now. That's the first thing they say. Let's check these numbers. You know what I mean? Let's check your numbers. Oh my goodness, man. This is powerful.
Love that blood work.
Yeah, there you go. Yep. They want to see the numbers. So this is,
and then the number on the scale too. They love to see how big you are.
Yeah, they want to see that. Your what they call that? The BMI. Is it BMI? Your body mass.
Yeah.
Body mass.
See, stuff that's flowing right now.
And then they go by numbers and say, oh, you're considered obese. Oh, you're considered this.
Everybody's considered obese.
I mean,
like my 2-year-old probably is considered.
Yeah. Because we don't fit their man-made perfect picture or whatever numbers they got.
Now, we loosening up. We're getting loose here. Now, check that out. So you go, well, not you. I'm not going to use you. Somebody goes in, right? They go to the doctor. Hey, let's check your numbers. Look at your numbers. The numbers are not good according to them. Mm-hmm. Now, what happens to your spirit? What happens to you when you hear that?
Yep.
It brings you.
I can say that it depletes you. It makes you.
Come on now. Look at that. From numbers. People, numbers don't do nothing.
Affecting what? Your energy.
Your energy. Just because they said a number was a little low. But what if they had the number wrong? What if they were looking at it wrong? What if somebody else's numbers? Then you wouldn't fit. You would feel happy. You'd be all charged up. You're energized. But that shows you these numbers do affect us. And another number that affects you, and this is what we're going to hit the next time we talk. Is check your bank account numbers. Everybody go look at your bank account. Now, unless you're rich and rolling with dough. Now, other than that, you go look at your bank account. Them numbers may not look that hefty. I mean, now, because we're getting into tax time, everybody's numbers may look good.
Yeah, everybody's numbers look good.
Wait till the tax season's over. And then look at your numbers. Now, if your numbers are low, that could bring you down. You look at your bank account, you're like, oh, man, these numbers are low. See, this is why.
That's when the fights with the spouses happen and
come
where
on
the
now.
money going to come from. This is where all the problem comes from, is that money.
See, Cindy is hitting some things. Like I said, me and my son, unfortunately, are in the same situation when it comes to our relationship right at this moment. But some things in there, we're not going to go down that road. But one of the key factors of why we're in the situation we're in has something to do with the numbers, what he just put on the screen, typing in money. and look at money. Now, money, Money. You put that in Gematria calculator and take a guess,
real
Cindy,
quick,
what number that may be. Oh, go ahead.
No, just real quick. We got this calculator open. Really, what it does, it just whatever number is associated with that letter, it just adds it all together. So that's what it's doing. So that's
so like
quick explanation.
So to show you now, my son got me into this a couple years ago, into the numbers but it was for other things, and we'll talk about that another time too. But he got me into it to the point where I know the numbers and what the value is. So I know M is 13. I know O is 15. If I'm correct.
Yeah.
I know N is 14. I'm not even looking at the calculator. E is 5.
Yep.
And Y, if I'm not mistaken, is 25?
Yeah.
25. All right. Now, so you add them all together and you come up with the number 72. But add 7 and 2, Cindy, and what we got?
9.
And 9 energy. So you put 9 energy on money. The love of money is the root of all evil. But it has an energy on it. So that's why it seems like it's the love of it, because it has an energy.
And that's why
money.
It seems like the chase is the
now.
The chase for it is so crazy because it has so much energy, and that's why people fighting over it, killing each other over it.
It's funny because I see a difference in my husband for this year. I mean, he was so gung ho of doing overtime to get it, but he's realizing this year that he don't need to, because it's like he's not seeing the extra anyways. It's just, they're taking so much that he's not even seeing it anyway. So there's no point in working for nothing.
Yeah, and that's the energy behind it. And look at all the people that are not seeing it that way. And what they're doing, they're leaving their family. I mean, I did a lot of overtime, a lot of things, not spending time with
2 or
family.
3 jobs and
there you
working
go.
Crazy hours.
People doing illegal things to get money. You know what I mean? And
but it's just how much this world needs it too.
Come on.
Everything costs. We can't even just walk to the store and just look at anything. It still costs to do that.
yeah. And see, and you think that's by coincidence? No. That is by design, because the powers that be know that in order for you to do something, it's going to take some money to do it. So that keeps you in the job, working 9, 6, 7 hours. It keeps us from, right now, we're sitting here doing a live, a YouTube video. Now, not for nothing, I'm not like saying we're well off and this and that. But if we were struggling to the point where we had to work 3 or 4 jobs, you think we'd be sitting here doing this, what we're doing right now?
No.
We no way we could do it, because we'd be working too many jobs. So that's what the low vibrations want you to do, is to stay low. They're just low vibrations. They're like, okay, well, keep them working, keep them doing this, not thinking and using their brain and being high level, keep them low. And that's how you stay low. I'm not saying people that want to work hard and take care of their family is low. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is, if it gets to the point where it's no balance, that's not good.
Yeah, that's basically what it boils down to, what the powers that be just want to create in your life. Just no balance.
No balance.
Either you're going to be extreme with the work, or you're just going to be extreme not doing nothing at all. They don't want that balance.
They don't want that balance.
And they've been doing it ever since we've been, technically since we've been, we was born.
Yeah, since we've been alive.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, but
if you put that word job in the Gematria calculator, that equals 9 too. And that's what I said. And then that's the thing too. The famous saying is, I gotta work a 9 to 5. 9 to 5. They emphasize that 9 first, because they know to get to that 5, you're gonna be putting that work. You're gonna be putting that energy.
Come on now.
And that's just said, you do that every week. It's a loop. They keep you in that loop.
Yeah.
You spend all your energy in work that you don't have it.
Yeah.
For home.
Yeah.
Or for anything fun, or like then it's like your energy's down and you're just miserable at home.
Yeah, because every day you're there, they're taking that 9 energy from you. You don't even gotta be a life path 9. They're just they're just applying that 9 energy on you. So every day when you go to work, you just drain from the beginning.
Okay, now see, y'all tapping now. So now let me just flow with it. Okay, so now you're working how many hours a day?
8.
And what is that? What is 8 equal to?
Wealth.
Money.
Yeah, money.
So they're using the 8. Okay. And how many hours do you work in a week?
40.
And 4 is what?
Yep. 4 is work.
Work. Come on, man. They know this. This is what they use. This is why people wonder why they can't break the cycle. Because if you don't know the numbers, like the doctor says, if you don't check your numbers that you're dealing with every day, you're never going to break this cycle and this loop.
Yep.
Come on, man. This is what it's all about. And this is what we're here for, is to bring that breath of fresh air to people and to break that cycle and show you, listen.
I hate checking my blood glucose level.
Yeah, see, and that's the thing. And it's going to get to the point, and I'm going to speak this as a prophetic. Cindy, you're going to get to the point that as you keep gaining the knowledge and gaining and see, the creator
staying in high vibration,
staying in that vibration, it's going to get to the point you ain't going to have to check on because it's going to be good. You know what I'm saying? It's going to get to that level.
Because of my changing of eating, I don't have to check them.
Look at that. See, look at that. And I
don't take any medicine for any of it.
That's what I'm talking about.
Which I never believed in medicine anyways.
Yeah, and I will vouch for that. I'm with y'all thinking, oh yeah, she probably just saying it. No, I can vouch. I mean, not just because she's my daughter-in-law.
Yeah, she don't listen to what nothing the doctor says.
I mean, well, yeah.
He told me to lose weight for years, and I told him, I said, you're not going to convince me to until my brain tells me to, until I feel like I need to. And so when I go back to him next week, he will be proud of me.
Yep. Look at that. And see, and how did that come about? Did it come about from the doctor saying, hey, you need to do this and that? That's good suggestions.
Actually, an aunt-in-law who was dealing with something.
Yeah. And that's what it's all about, is that somebody can tell you something till you're blue in the face, but until you feel that inspiration from above, or from, like you said, like somebody sent it, somebody else in your life, or somebody motivating you or influencing you, that's what makes the real change. And that's what happened to me. And I'm, like I said, not to keep on this video, guys, because we're going to hit you with many more, but just landing it down, coming down. We was high, we're going to land down now. What brought this change in my life was the fact that one day I said, you know what? It was last year. I'm making like a year. I've been in church and involved in God since I was 19. Actually, 18, 19 years old. I mean, I had it all my life, but really going hard on it. And last year I'll just put it out there, in my 40s, I was like, you know what, man, I just want to change. I'm tired of things controlling me. I'm tired of things controlling my emotions. And when things are looking good, I'm happy. When things are down, I'm sad. I really want to change my subconscious and want to be to the point where I control my destiny, not things controlling me. And I'm not gonna reveal it now. It's gonna be for my testimony. But I came across a video that really changed my life, and that was last year. And that video brought me about to all the things you see right now. The video wasn't even about numbers. It was about changing your subconscious, changing who you are. And the steps that he gave me, I'm gonna provide them steps, and I'm gonna even give a shout out and dedication. Mainly the video gonna be dedicated to him, to the God, because that really changed my life. And it brought me to the point where, and he's younger than me. That's the thing funny. The dude's like 20 years younger than me. Not even my same ethnic background, nothing. So that shows you it's not about color, it's not about age, it's about information. And his information changed my life and brought about the things that you see around me now. And so I just want to put that out there, is that when you get that inspiration, you will change.
And that's the thing too. That's what is like the foundation. That's how you can accept the knowledge of the numbers, accept the knowledge of these different things that we used to look at of evil. I mean, if you're in church, demonic and different things like that. But that's how you get to that level where you can accept it. You can download the information and see, man, there is something to this. I mean, this does have some truth to it. It is like what you said, changing your subconscious, changing your inner being, just looking within yourself and just getting to that point where you're like, you know what? I've been doing this thing doing things the same way
Come on
my
now.
whole life, and nothing basically has changed. I mean, nothing at all. So maybe is it me, or maybe it's the things I've been doing, learning that I thought was
Come
right.
on now.
Maybe it has something to do with that. So once you get out of that, basically that mindset that you've been programmed your whole life, you really feel the change. And that way, when you do these so-called everyday things, you're doing it from a different perspective, and it won't affect you as much as it did before. But like I said, it starts with that, and that's how you get to the place where you can know the knowledge of the numbers, know what energy is flowing, knowing that you have energy. We all are just energy, if you think about it.
Yes, I mean that. Yeah,
we all are just spirits and energy. When we leave this earth, we're not taking this body with us. The thing that's running your body, the thing that's charging you every day to do things, to walk, to talk, to look, to wake up, is something you can't see. So that's the only thing that you're gonna take when you leave this realm. So my point was saying all that. That's the thing you have to work on the most, protect the most. Make sure that you're, like I said, changing yourself, change your mindset, getting out of that loop. Because if you don't, I mean, you're just gonna go down this life. Basically, you're wasting precious time you could be learning, and you're just using it on this other things that it's not doing nothing for you.
Yeah, yep. And you're like I said, that when you talk, the way you've been hitting tonight, I can't add nothing. The only thing I can do is just emphasize what you just said. And the one thing I can emphasize is you will be miserable. Your life would be unenjoyable. It would be no happiness. You'll be sad and depressed. And another thing you said earlier, if you're doing the same thing over and over and you're expecting a different result, what do they say that is? Do you know that saying they say that is?
Yeah, I know it.
And what is that?
Insanity.
Insanity is crazy to expect that. And that's what we do. That's what we've been doing until you change. Is doing the same thing, the same routines.
I always said that. It always feels like I'm waking up doing the same exact thing, going to work, seeing everybody's faces, saying hi the same way.
Come on,
but
now.
just feeling the same. It's like no change. It's just like a robot just there.
Come on,
yeah.
Now.
But like lately, it just feels like I choose to have this smile because I'm happy. So it's the way that I look at the world and like the sun and everything.
Come on now. And the thing powerful about that, Cindy, what really changed to make you see the world different? Like, what did you get $1 million? Did you know what I mean?
I mean, we got $1 million. Handsome
over here. But I'm saying, did anything miraculous happen?
If I had $1 million, you would not be the first person I talk to.
Wow. But did you hear? Oh, maybe you heard an audible voice from the heavens that said, "Cindy, you're like." Oh, you didn't hear that? So
it just felt like the year of the change. Like,
come on now.
I've been saying it just, and then like you guys have been teaching me more so of the numbers, so I just know that 11 needs to be up there.
Come on now.
And real quick, this is not off topic, but real quick, I'm gonna show something. Cindy can't see it, but she just said it right there. This is what you said. The age of the what?
I think I said change.
Yeah, age of the change. Okay, look at this. Look at the viewers. Look at this.
Yeah, he's showing a Grim Reaper.
The Grim Reaper has a what is it called? A sight?
Sickle.
Sickle. I mean, we gotta get the right.
I think that's what it is. I think. We could try it out. I mean, we could definitely test it, make sure.
Yeah, let's see. Or we ain't gonna be able to hear it.
Yeah, we should, right? We'll try it. Let's see.
Scythe.
Oh yeah, I heard it.
Scythe.
Yeah.
Scythe.
So the weapon he uses, but what?
Oh, I thought he had a pickaxe.
Yeah,
well, yeah.
It looks like a big axe.
Yeah, I'm getting to know where with this though. She said we're in a day and age of the change. we was just in the 7-year last year. But if you look at his weapon he uses, it looks like a 7. 7. What the 7 did last year, it start cutting things that wasn't fitting no more. It started cutting old beliefs we had. Start cutting old habits we had. Start cutting old loops that we were stuck in. That's why the 7-year, there was a lot of people, not just us, a lot of people in general start gravitating like, man, like they called it the Great Awakening. People start saying like, man, the things we were doing before, it's just not working no more. Maybe it's the stuff we're doing. Maybe the stuff we was taught. Maybe the stuff that we was programmed our whole lives. It just wasn't true. And that's why last year I considered our Great Awakening. We finally got out of that loop. But what's the first thing? And Cindy said it again earlier. The first thing you gotta do to get that change, you gotta kill the ego.
She did say that.
With killing your ego.
She did say,
because that's the number one thing that stops people from ever changing their mindset, evolving, growing as a person. They have too much of that ego. But you need that Grim Reaper weapon to kill it.
I'm not laughing. I'm telling you, I'm about to hit something with you.
You need that Grim Reaper, his little sword, whatever, to tear it down. But it's funny how everybody started doing that last year, and it was a 7-year, and his weapon looks like a 7.
Well, let me before you leave. Now, leave that there real quick. Put that back. Check it out, and go look at that. What did it say? Sickle.
Oh yeah, right there.
Sickle, but then it said the Seth. I never heard that, but yeah. But no, you have Job there. What is Job? And what another way of saying Job in the Bible?
Oh, Job.
Job had an ego because he had a bunch of stuff. But what happened? It got taken away from him. Come on, man. So you're relating, even with the word sitting there, it's even relating back to the Bible. And we didn't even, I didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? But it's like she said, the ego. And that's what Job is known for, losing things. But what happened? He gained it back when he humbled himself and came back and said, you know what? I had to believe in, in God, in the Bible, and that's what things turn around. Go ahead.
And last year, like I said, I'm not afraid to be vulnerable. And last year was my Job experience. I literally lost everything. People that know me, but for ones that don't, I was living in North Carolina. I was living in a different state. I thought to myself I had a pretty good life. I mean, I was doing things that people around here normally don't do. But last year, literally, I lost everything to almost losing myself. But I got that Great Awakening from when I literally had to kill the ego. I literally had to just look in the mirror, literally, just say, you got to change. You can't keep blaming everybody else. You can't keep looking at everything else and think that's going to fix stuff. You got to look in the mirror and change yourself. But like Cindy said, it comes with destroying that ego. And that's how I was able to stay positive, stay in high vibration, stay encouraged, and to keep going even after I physically lost everything. And it made me the man I am today, and in this moment I am right now.
And listen, on that, I'm like I said, I'm not adding nothing to that testimony. And that's just a sneak peek of what's coming next, because Rashawn is gonna he's gonna do a video dedicated and giving a little more description on that path and on the mindset and the things that he went through in more detail, much as he feel led to give out and share. But he's gonna give more detail on that. And we were gonna do that today, but as the powers that be, it didn't happen that way. But now look, it's perfect because it came out anyway, but in a way that was specifically for this moment. And I just want to thank Sendai for not pushing us. Let me not say that way. She didn't push us.
She's been rocking that night.
But she's been encouraging us. Yep. And she had a lot to do with our video, the first video. She had a lot to do with this video because, again, like I said, we were tired again today. The energy was a little low, and she did a lot. And I'm not trying to put her business out there, but she does things on the side. Let her explain that. And she just, she texted us, say, hey, look, I'm getting the kids and I'm heading back. And I was like, wow, she must be really wanting to, guess we're going to do this. You know what I mean?
I don't
And
want to be the reason why you guys don't.
come
So I
on
want
now.
to do it because I want to push myself too.
Yeah, and that helped
I'm not
us.
comfortable.
Yeah, and that helped us. And wait, say that again. You're not what? Say it again.
I'm not comfortable
That's what
with
I'm talking about.
and just speaking my mind.
Now you heard everybody. Y'all heard that, right? She says she's not comfortable with speaking and sharing her mind. But can you tell she's not comfortable by the way she's been speaking, the way she's been talking? I can't tell. I know her, and I can't tell. So I don't think y'all can tell either. But that just shows you is the force that's giving her strength and allowing her to do this is beyond her, and the energy. That's what I'm saying. Is coming beyond herself. And this is why it's not for us, it's for you guys. It's to touch you guys and help you guys, and motivate y'all, and y'all motivate us. But I'm like I said, this is a powerful episode. And every time it's just like, this is how the way this episode is how I live my life every day. When I wake up, I don't know what to expect. I know creator is going to be there. I know things are going to be different, but I don't know what to expect. And every day when I lay down, I'm like, man, I did not expect that. It could be good or bad, but even the bad, it's a so-called bad or low level day. It's still a good day, because if I can lay my head down and say, thank you for getting me through that and teaching me lessons, it's a good day, regardless of how it may look.
I agree with that.
Yeah. So, I don't know. Anybody else got anything they want to add? I mean, this is powerful. I
was gonna say that thing with the no expectations, but you already said it.
Oh, look! No, say it again. Say it again. No, we hit him with it twice. Hit him with the female, the two energy. Hit him with it.
But no, like you said, just going every day with no expectations. Every day, like I said, we live this life with duality, good and evil, high, low, female, male, whatever the case may be. There's always a opposite of everything.
Mm-hmm.
So every day, you gotta walk with that. Just that mindset that every day is going to be ups and downs.
Mm-hmm.
So
because you can't control what anybody else does, so it's gonna affect.
Say that again. Say that one more time. Go ahead.
I said you can't control what other people say or do to you, so it's gonna have some effect on you.
Come on now. That's deep.
Yeah, and exactly, and that's why every day you have to walk with the only thing you're expecting of yourself is just a walk with gratitude. That's it.
There you go.
Gratitude, positivity, high vibrations. Like Cindy said, there's people are going to say things, do things to try to bring you down. So that's why you just wake up and just know, I know it's coming, but even with that, I'm gonna stay the positive, high vibration no matter what. And when you have that mindset, I'm telling you, every day you could get through every day with no issues. Even when, now there is times when you're going to be in that low, but even when you're in that low, you can rise up so quickly because that low was coming. And that's how you get it through every day, just with that mindset.
Come on now. Well, I guess we'll let Sendai close out. Any last words, anything? I mean, you've been hitting it. You've been dropping it all night. You know what I mean? So.
No, I don't have any last words.
Yeah, well, that's good. I'm glad you don't have no more last words, because we're going to continually dropping the word on y'all. That's just a figure of speech. How people say, hey, any last words? But really, the way this channel going, we never going to have last words, because we can go on and on. But this is the thing I love about it is that y'all spent over an hour with us tonight, today, whenever you're looking at this video, tonight, today, next year, next week, whenever. And we just thank you for that. And we just ask that, this video, if you really like it, if you really enjoyed it, share it. Just share it with somebody that you make. That's what we've been doing. We don't share, not our videos, obviously, but other people's videos. We share it. Like, Rashona sent me something. I'll see it. I think Cindy will like this. I sent it to her. And that's what we do. We share knowledge, and it's to motivate each other.
Knowledgeable people out there. So
share it. Write a comment. If you don't like it, if you did like it, thumbs up, thumbs down. Do what you gotta do. But just even if you like to say, hey, you can improve on this, which we may not take it. We may take your criticism, but it's just feedback is always good. It's always good energy. And but that's pretty much it. Like I said, we thank you, for spending the time with us. We just ask that it's going to be more in store. We're going to be more in store. You're going to see this channel. Like I said, we're going to grow together as a people. And as you watch this, you're going to feel, I know you feel the energy. There's no doubt about it, because I feel it off y'all. So, and I feel it off them. And that's what we're, like he said, we're energy, man. That's what creates this universe. That's what we, all around us. So with that said, I mean, it's nothing I can say, but numbers create reality.
Yeah, numbers create reality.
That's it.
Yeah.
All right.
Nope. We'll see y'all next time.